Welcome to Live Life and Win.
I'm Madison Hill, and we invite you to join us on our great life adventure as we explore how to live life and win.
And I'm Eric Keys, and on each episode of Live Life and Win, we'll feature inspirational stories demonstrating how the combination of a hard work ethic, discipline, commitment, and perseverance can allow teens to live life and win.
All right! We have liftoff.
This week on Live Life and Win.
My name is Juliette West. I'm 17 years old, and I live life and win by exposing secrets about the treatment of a popular animal.
My name is Simone Liao. I'm 14 years old, and I live life and win with my favorite word, checkmate.
I'm Emma Peplo. I'm 15 years old, and I use my racket to live life and win.
We begin this week with one teen's controversial mission. She's traveling the world and exposing the dark side to elephants in captivity. How is she doing it? Take a look. The beautiful jungles of Thailand. This is American teen Juliette West, and she's here for one reason and one reason only: the elephants.
An elephant is a magnificent animal that is very intelligent, has very developed emotions, is huge and beautiful, and stays within a herd, and I think with humans, they're pretty misunderstood. I am an animal activist, and I motivate youth to become activists as well. An animal activist is someone who wants to spread awareness and make a change in the way that animals are treated in our societies. I've loved animals my entire life, and it really shocked me and hurt me when I began to learn about the ways that animals are mistreated. It's so unhealthy for them to be living in captivity. And when I learned about the treatment of elephants, it really stuck with me, and I felt like that was something that I wanted to make a difference in.
She's been such an activist that she got her city to dedicate a day to celebrate elephants. August 3rd is now Elephant Awareness Day.
In my perfect world, there would be no elephants in the zoos, and there would only be animals in the zoos that are able to live healthily. Elephants, because they're so similar to humans, they have such developed emotions, elephants can cry, and they really have a large social network. They love to stay with their families.
And so now, Juliette helps rescue elephants and put them in safe sanctuaries, where they can't be, as she says, exploited for the tourist dollar.
And what made you want to get involved with this?
I first heard about a campaign to get an elephant out of the LA Zoo and into a sanctuary, and that's when I began to learn about the issues with elephants living in captivity. And it really struck me, as this was such a well-kept secret, that people didn't know that elephants were being abused in captivity, and I felt like I could make a difference by spreading awareness about this.
What happens at the circus?
Well, elephants at the circus have to perform tricks and be tame in front of an audience, which is something that is so unnatural for them. In order for them to learn the tricks, they go through lots of training and lots of abuse. Their trainers actually drug them. They exhibit something called stereotypic behavior, which can be characterized by a swaying back and forth or stepping back and forth. Any kind of repetitive motion, that's really an indication that the elephant has lost its mind and is in a really bad mental state.
So tell me about the tourist industry in other countries and how it affects the elephants.
Well, you hear a lot about people in Asia riding elephants and seeing elephant shows. They train their elephants with something called a bull hook. It's a long stick with a pointy hook at the end.
What are you doing to make a difference?
I go to schools and I talk to kids about, first I educate them about what's going on at zoos and circuses, what's going on behind the scenes that they don't know about. And then I educate them and talk to them about ways that they can become teen activists too in any cause that they're passionate about.
Juliette is spreading her campaign. Currently, she's launching awareness about the ivory trade.
The ivory trade has been very up and down in the past decade, and it's really increased in the past couple years. Elephants are being killed for their tusks, and it's mostly happening in Africa with African elephants, and then they're mostly having buyers in Asia. People don't understand that when they buy these little ivory trinkets, ivory chopsticks are really popular. It's actually killing the elephant population so much that African elephants could go extinct in the wild in the next 10 to 20 years.
So why isn't anyone stopping this?
It's becoming very difficult for countries to stop this illegal trade because the price of ivory is rising so much that it's becoming organized crime, and the poachers are becoming really good at this and they're getting a lot of money.
We should note there are several regulations on owning ivory in the United States. Pretty much anything imported after the 1980s is illegal. Juliette has a website with news articles for interested kids to find out more information, and she also has details on how kids can start their own elephant awareness club at their school.
Here are the ways that I have on my website that you can help elephants. So it's go out there and educate yourself, find out how to hurt the profits of maybe a zoo or a circus, find your own ways to be kind of like a private investigator and look for things in the zoo that might be wrong. Use social media, you can volunteer, you can create a petition, you can invite me to give a presentation at a local school, and you can organize a fundraiser to help your efforts and set up a table with petitions and flyers.
And along Juliette's journey, there is one moment that stuck out. One instant where she feels she made a direct impact.
My proudest moment was when we were filming the documentary and I was able to help save an elephant and bring them out of their bad situation and into a sanctuary. And that was just such a great feeling, knowing that I was completely changing that elephant's life.
The documentary she's talking about was filmed a couple years ago.
How I Became an Elephant is an educational documentary that I participated in, where we took a trip to Thailand and the audience can kind of come along with me and see my journey, learning about the abuse that goes on behind the scenes at these trekking camps in Asia and the entertainment and the working elephants there. And we actually get to save an elephant by buying the elephant from its trainer and bringing it to a wonderful sanctuary in Thailand called the Elephant Nature Park, and bringing her to safety and freedom.
It was a journey of a lifetime for Juliette, but it's only the beginning for her. She plans to continue her work.
I won't quit because I know that the more I try, the more people will learn about this and the more people will feel compassionate. And even when we fail, it is a small victory. I want people to understand that animals aren't put on this earth for our entertainment or to work for us. We need to leave them alone and leave them to their natural habitat.
Juliette is still saving elephants and is now focusing on the illegal ivory trade. She is considering doing a career with animal rights.
Very interesting story, Madison. I had no idea about some of the treatment of animals. Up next.
My name is Simone Liao. I'm 14 years old and I live life and win with my favorite word, checkmate.
Plus,
I'm Emma Peplo. I'm 15 years old and I use my racket to live life and win.
Live Life and Win will be right back.